Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and the sales, they're back.
Mountain Man, Mountain Man.
Treasures.
Welcome into the channel, guys. My name is Troy. I'm a reseller in Montana. It means I go to garage sales and estate sales, thrift stores. I buy stuff that I think I can sell online for a profit. Mostly, I'm doing that on eBay. And if you watched my last video, my sales over the weekend, they went off a cliff. Friday, pretty good. Saturday and Sunday were basically not there. I mean, literally $60 and $71 gross. Saturday and Sunday, both those days. You hate to see that, but it's not a sky is falling scenario, right? eBay is up and down. There's ebbs, there's flows. That's exactly what I told a commenter actually here today, going back through the comments on that video. And a lot of people had ideas on just why sales went down. A lot of people had sales that did something very similar. So we'll talk about that when we come back. First, let's take a look at what I sold today, because we did pretty well.
And there they are. Look at that nice little pile after the weekend, especially. Very happy with what's going out today. Thankfully, easy to ship things because there are a good number of them. I like having Tuesdays go a little bit slower. We'll take the busy Tuesday considering the weekend. Here is a double sale, actually. This is an ex officio hat. It's still got the tag on there. You can see it was, it was $18 at some point in the store. It's got a big old long bill on the front of it. This is the XO Flyer. Pretty sure this one is not available in stores anymore. I think it looks goofy, but there are people that like the longer bill. A lot of times they go to people who are out fishing and that sort of thing. This guy sold for $18.95 plus shipping, and it went to the same buyer that picked up this guy, a Looney Tunes fleece. Look at that. It's really cool embroidery on there. Vintage fleece. It's a quarter zip. And the Looney Tunes fleece, $19.49 plus shipping. So nice pair of sales there. We got a small here. This is Slimer, 1988 Ghostbusters. It's an accessory piece to the car, and not real high dollar, but somebody that wants to complete that car is going to want it. And so it sat around for a little while, but then it did go $5.99 plus shipping for that. Better, Phineas and Ferb. This is actually a bit of a bolo DVD, I guess. It sat around for a while. Again, I had to wait for the right person, but the Fast and the Phineas, this is still new and sealed. I accepted an offer of $25.99 for that. $25 for Phineas and Ferb. Pretty cool. Then we got this. This is from Schleich. We talked about them before. They do all kinds of figures. This is from their mythical creatures. It's the battering ram dragon. This has pretty good sell-through, and it doesn't show up very often. I priced mine a little bit below those were out there just to make sure that it moved a little bit quicker. And $16.24 plus shipping for that. Pick that up at Farmer Mark's garage sale, actually. So that, a good little find there. Winston Racing Team. This is the third Winston Racing Team hat that I had, and now the third to sell. I paid $1 a piece for them. And this one is actually going internationally. It's headed to the UK for $9.98 plus that international shipping. Back here, we've got a viewer sale. Look at that. It is Dave Boat. He's the voice for Kyle from Fortnite. And this one going to a new viewer of the channel, actually. Richard picked this one up. He didn't leave a comment on the purchase, but happened to comment underneath one of the videos saying that he found a gem in the store and was excited to find that. And so I had to ask him there what he picked up, and, well, it was this one. $15.59 plus shipping for Kyle. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. Swarovski Optics. Look at that. That is the embroidered logo on there. It's on the side as well. And then we've got like a little leather patch on there. I got this for, I think it was $25 at a garage sale. And Swarovski Optics is a pretty high-end company. And so I knew that this would do well. I didn't see any out there like this with the bird embroidered on the front there. And this thing sold for $22.74 plus shipping. Not bad for a used hat. False graph. Speaking of birds, we got some owls here. I know people like owls, so sometimes I do pick them up. Look at that false graph right there. I just thought it was a cool looking mug. You got the big bird and little bird there, and it's not real high dollar, but it was too cool to leave behind, and it sold for $9.98 plus shipping. Foreigner back there, Agent Provocateur, not a high dollar album, but I like Foreigner, and so I did list that, and it sold for $5 plus shipping. Got another viewer sale here. This is Little Women.
These Little Women.
Yeah.
How little are they? I mean, are they like scary little?
Look at that, with Winona Ryder. This is new and sealed as well. And this is headed out to Jane. Jane, thank you so much for picking this up. Jane is such a great supporter of the channel. Recently made a big purchase, the hat that we auctioned off for the Gary Sinise Foundation. She purchased that. Angel purchased it, said run it again, and then Jane purchased it. So thank you so much for all your support. $4.99 plus shipping for that. And she picked up a duck too. Jane has a duck problem. And she says she fell off the wagon and she picked up another duck. We'll show you that here in a little bit, but we'll add that to the package. We've got a spring training hat for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Green, pretty cool. And this one, $13 plus shipping on that. They sent an offer of 10, I think. I had it listed at about 16 and came back at 13 in the middle, and they took that. We got another viewer sale. You guys helped me out a ton yesterday. Thank you so much. This actually a set of stuff. We've got the bicycle free sell game. I sent out some offers on some handheld games, and it turns out it was to a buyer. So we've got that one, or to a buyer. Of course it was to a buyer. It's to a viewer. And then we've got the Battleship handheld. We've got Scrabble Express. And then this one is pretty cool. Quick Strike. It's a soccer game. And I've still got the original box and all the stuff for that one. So that's pretty cool. So that set of 4 is headed out to Tim from Flipping for Funds, Funds. And so these all going to him. He's going to then in turn flip these on Amazon, which, I mentioned the other day that I think that's what Steve was doing with my DVD. And that's, I know, what Tim is doing with these. So when you sell on Amazon, there are quite a few things that you can buy on eBay and flip for a higher profit on Amazon. So, man, I hope you make a good amount of money off of those. All told, $36.96 plus shipping. And some of that shipping we will be able to get back to you. So that is on its way. And then we've got a pair of Moose Creek jeans. It's not a great brand, but we got that flannel lining inside. It's getting to be cold weather in a lot of places. And so $25 plus shipping for a pair of jeans. And here's Jane's duck. Look at that. We got the little sand pail. Got the big hat, the glasses, ready to go to the beach. This one heading out to Miss Jane. Thank you so much.
Nice pile of stuff. I'm really happy, especially after the weekend. I'm really happy to have a Monday that was that busy. And like I said, various ideas on just why the slowdown, because I heard from quite a few people that, hey, our sales fell off a cliff as well. It was that things were going well until Friday, Saturday and Sunday, nothing. The one that I heard that maybe I believe the most, and you never know, but I've heard it elsewhere also, so I tend to believe that what happened is eBay had some servers that went down on the West Coast. They're based in Washington, I believe. They had some servers went down, and that made people's listings so that they couldn't be seen. And that would make sense. If you don't have listings up there, nobody's going to buy them. So I do think probably that had something to do with it. I did have a person in the comments saying, well, it's because, you resellers, you're trying to resell everything and you flooded the market. I don't buy it. As I told them, eBay's been around for nearly 30 years. Reselling has been around for a very, very long time. It's not going anywhere. eBay is doing just fine. It really is. People will dive into the numbers and go, look, it's down. Yeah, it's down. So is Amazon. So we had a spike over 2 years. It was artificially inflated. You know, they're back down, but they're back down to where they should be, or at least where they were pre the past 2 years. There are some categories that are certainly busy, bordering on flooded. You just have to work harder in those. You have to source lower so you can sell lower. You have to promote. You have to make your stand out. You have to do different things to sell some things. But big picture, I don't think that's an issue. And another thing that I don't think is the issue is the economy. At least not as big an issue as what a lot of people seem to think. That's the easy answer, right? How come sales are slow? Bad economy, right? Like, that's just sort of the natural, like, that's the inclination to go, well, it's the economy's fault. I just don't buy it. I really, really don't. You know, people are saying, well, you know, people, they're just not buying things that they don't need. People don't have that discretionary spending. They're only buying necessities. You know, I just don't believe it. There are still people at the movies. The drive-thrus are full of people. I go to get coffee and I'm waiting for 10 to 15 minutes if I hit it at the wrong time because there's a line. You know, people are buying things that they don't have to have right now. They just are. Look at the stuff that I sold today. People don't need to have those things that I sold today. Not one of those things is a consumable that people have to have and they have to renew over and over. I don't sell a whole lot of those. You know, people, I think, by and large, are still buying. You know, they might not be buying as much, and they might be buying lower dollar items, but they're absolutely still buying. And I think they're going to continue to buy. In fact, when there's an economic downturn, I think in many ways it benefits the reseller community, the secondary market. They might not be able to go and buy it full price at the store, but they'll go, hey, I can get it for a little bit cheaper if I go online, if I go to eBay. I think that's going to actually help in some ways. People are still going to buy gifts. People are still going to buy things for their collections. And there are plenty of people out there that are doing just fine, right? That we'll be okay. I really think that we're going to be okay. The sky is not falling. My sales are back. eBay's up and down. Take a breath. It'll be okay. Guys, I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me today for this one. If you wouldn't mind hitting the thumb, commenting down below, both of those help me out. If you're not subscribed, you know, you're watching anyway, you might as well subscribe to the channel. And if you hit the bell, that'll let you know when we put new stuff up. I got to get going. We'll see you.